Hey, Tim.
So I know your company, Straight Path Solutions, you offer a health check.
Sure.
So I'm a business owner. I have a database.
You are.
Why would I
You
care?
do.
Why would I care about a health check?
Equifax, Home Depot, Sony Pictures. That's one reason you care.
That's a big reason.
The Obamacare website, the first year it was released.
Hmm.
That's another reason. Black Friday sales. The day S3 died in Amazon, and half the companies out there using it were dead in the water.
Hmm.
So those are three reasons right there, right? It's are you secure? Can you perform? Are you recoverable in the event of a disaster? Are you sitting on a precipice of a disaster? Are you sitting on the edge of a building right now without realizing you're sitting on the edge of a building and you're about to fall forward? Sometimes you know, but see, you get. I think maybe you get this too. You as a consultant, you get biased. In my day job, and you used to be a reserve police officer, right? And I'm a firefighter and EMT in my spare time. And in those roles, people don't call you to say, "Hey, how you doing? Just come over to my house." Sometimes you get like the car. Well, I don't know if that happened when you were on the force. You're older and it's a long time ago. But like we get car safety seat checks. I don't know if they came to the station for that back in your day.
No, that was a long time ago.
So you get proactive calls sometimes, but 99.9% of the time when my page goes off at 2 a.m, or you got dispatched to a call, it's not because somebody's having a really great day, and they're saying, "Hey, can you just come over and make sure that I'm not about to have any problems?" Right?
Right.
They don't do that. They call you because something in their day has just gone
very often the worst
bad.
day of their life.
Yeah, and you just got invited into their disaster.
Yeah.
As a consultant, I feel like that sometimes. It's the same thing. Like people are calling me after the database is corrupt. "Hello, my database is corrupt. Can you help me?"
We don't have backups.
Yeah, we don't have backups, or they don't know that yet. We don't know if we have backups. Is how the question goes, and we don't know when our last good check DB was. But now we know there's corruption because now the users found it. Right. So for every 20 or 30 of those calls I get 1 to 5 calls of people saying, "Hey, things are not really where they should be, but they're not bad. Can you just help us out and make sure we're good?" And I love those customers because those are easy. They actually, I don't have a CFO, but if I had a CFO, my CFO would like the other kind of customers better. The 20 who call me in a panic. I make more money.
We'll
off of those
pay
customers.
you whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just come.
They're paying my rack rate because they're interrupting other client work, and sometimes I have to say, "I'm sorry, I'm too busy," because I'm not going to let go of my retainer customers and say, "Hey, long-standing customer who's had a relationship with me for 3 years, I know you have an emergency, or I know you're having issues, or I know we're in the middle of a project, but I'm going to put you on hold and help this random person who just called me out of the blue." That's not good business.
Right.
Or maybe maybe I'm wrong because maybe I get more money from the emergency clients, but people call in the emergency, and if they just called ahead of time, so many times that they wouldn't have an emergency. I mean, I have testimonials on the health check page and true stories. These aren't just like I didn't pay people to do testimonials, but true stories of people who were on the edge of a disaster, and I said, "Oh wow, we're going to stop the health check for a second because you've not taken a backup in 2 weeks. I can't, in good conscience, continue doing this health check until you let me fix this problem with you, or you fix it yourself.
You got this blockage right now that we need to go in and fix.
Let's fix this emergency,
Yep.
So I guess in the fire service we do inspections. so people do call, people don't normally call us for inspections because they want us to have inspections. They get the inspections because the government says you have to have an inspection.
Right.
So it's a new building, and we'll go in there and we'll see problems, and there's two kinds of problems we see. There's the one problem that's, "Hey, this should be fixed, this should be fixed," but then if it's an operating establishment and it's what's called an immediate threat to life and safety. So if it's that kind of problem, like, I don't know, there's a fire burning in the wall right now, we have to kick people out. We have to take action right now. We have to stop the inspection and say there's a real problem, because I don't want my name on that report where there was no exit,
right?
Or whatever. So it's the same thing. You need the health check, whether it's me, whether you're doing it on your own, whether you're using my free health check, the 10 questions, whether you're using any of the other folks out there who do them. You need to get that to know that your environment's good, and it's what's my I don't know my price right now. It's $1,300, I think, and it gives you 70 to 80 points of checks, and it tells you what's good, what's bad. what to do about it. It gives you a pretty comprehensive report with all the data about your environment, and you can take it and say, thanks, I got it, and you can leave. So it's either a $1,300 stamp of approval saying everything's great, some external person said we're doing everything wonderfully, and you put that in your file and say, hey boss, I did a good job.
Right.
Or it's an insurance policy pointing out what's going to go wrong. So I think those are the reasons why it just makes sense.
Okay. So it sounds like it's reacting to if you have an acute problem that needs to be solved right now. We don't have a backup.
Yep.
But more importantly, it's a proactive tool that if you don't deal with this at some point, this is going to be a tipping point, and performance is going to suffer, security is going to suffer, or some other aspect.
Yeah, in any good health check, you get told what's causing a problem today, and what's going to cause your problem in 3 months, and what's going to cause your problem in 2 years. So we'll look for all those kinds of things. Yep. Will it make all your problems go away, make your applications faster? No, but I often see, like, so many people, there's so many blog posts out there and so many videos out there about CPU power saving. You should never, ever, ever leave CPU power saving enabled on a server. And default on most servers is power savings enabled, so it's in balance mode. And that's been talked about to death in the SQL Server community. Yet 55 to 70% of the health checks I do, I found servers with CPU power saving enabled in balance mode. I turn into high performance mode. They might spend another $4 a year in power, maybe $8 a year in power, and they see an 8% boost or a 10% boost or a 5% boost. And all I've done is one little setting. And then I go and see nobody set max memory. And that's been blogged about since I've been doing SQL Server for almost 20 years. It's been blogged about before we started SQL Server.
I'm not a DBA by trade, and that's something that I look for.
And again, 55 to 70% of the people I do those for have no CPU. They have the default.
So it's a lot of basic stuff, but it's one central way to do all the basic checks.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
That's good.
Yep.
Sounds like a good value.
Well, I'm biased, but
You're
I think
biased,
it is.
certainly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little insurance policy then.
Yeah, I think it's good. And even if your environment's great, it's a you can put my name on and say I have the Mike Walsh Good Housekeeping stamp.
That's right.
Approval.
Put your your face on there.
Yeah. And it's probably still less expensive than getting a real Good Housekeeping seal of approval.
Sure.
I'm sure.